Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the East version of Phoenix, where we get together once a week to try and help each other in some way. And it is really great to really meet like this because this way we have a timetable and we have something to do between 8 and 9 in the morning, and it just pumps us up and gets us ready for the day. And so it's one of the educations that I have for today. There was an interview that was set up that I saw a number of weeks ago with talking to a billionaire, and a friend of his talked to his kids. He had his kids for the day, and a lot of he had this stigma thinking that okay, rich people have sort of very entitled kids, and everything is just given to them, and they can do what they want. But he spent some time with these billionaire kids, and they were the most respectful. They were the kindest people he could see. I mean, you would never. It just sort of blew his mind. And when he had a chance to go talk to his to the father, his friend, and he says, George, how do you do it? How do you get with all the work that you had to do? I mean, with you have a very tight time schedule. You don't have that much time to be with your kids, as perhaps some do. How do you get your kids to behave so well? Well, he says, actually, I didn't really do anything. However, what I did do that I always created a ritual at the end of the day when I went to kiss them goodnight when they were young. I asked them a few questions. One of the questions was, what was the worst thing that happened today for you? And what did you learn? And so they would talk about that. He also said, did someone show you any kindness today? A teacher, a coach, did someone or your neighbor, did somebody help you, with your whatever it is? And then they would talk about that. And then the third question was, what did you do to someone else that was kind? And then sometimes they would be stumped. They says, I really didn't do anything. And when they do this every night, and it's a ritual, eventually what they did was they started conditioning themselves to answer all those questions by the end of the day before they go to bed. So they were looking for opportunities to help someone with their groceries to their car. They were looking for opportunities to help somebody in any way, even if it's just talking to a homeless person that didn't have any money, but they could just, how was your day? And they would just share in some way. And so that would be something that they could say as they did something of kindness. And after years of doing that, and so he said that once they hit sort of 15 and 16, they didn't want to do the bedtime routine anymore, but it was enough to instill for a good 10 years. And from there, they're just always looking for ways to be kind to others. And when we're looking at kindness, gratitude, and that kind of thing, that is the most powerful. And regardless what you do, if you have the funds to help people, that's when money becomes powerful, right? We have this stigma that money is the root of all evil, and if money is part of it, it just sort of taints a lot of things. But it's not what money is, because from an energetic perspective, money is corrupt. We look at, not we, but the spirit looks at money as a corrupt sort of an energy, because people marry for money, that the people that they don't love only to get it. People, basically kill for money. They dupe for money. They deceit for money. There's a lot of energy and money that is connected. And when we try to focus on goals, get away from money. Like, I need $10,000 to go on a trip. And what are you going to use that for? Well, I want to go on this trip to Bali or something. And then the thing is, well, then just talk about that. Talk about going to Bali. That's a better energy than getting the money to get something else. So eliminate the money part because of its energy, negative energy content. So when we look at what money does from a billionaire standpoint, when a person is grateful and a person is respectful, that's the best person to have that energy for, because now they could do something with it and make other lives better. And that's how Spirit says, if there's enough people on this earth that would do that, it would change the energy of money and more people would be prosperous. Interesting thing. So little tidbit for today. If you have anything to do with money, try to figure out what is the lowest common denominator that you need that money for, and then go for it. Okay, that's your education today. So let's go right into our introductions. We will be looking at Susan McGarry today. She has a new product out that she's just dying to have people watch today, so we're going to do that for her. So we're going to start our introductions with Guy. Go ahead, Guy.
Tony, I don't know if you want to use her product and dying at the same time. You might want to, So just say, Guy Veyer, owner of Platinum Renovations. We take care of large projects, so basements, bathrooms, kitchens. We start to finish turnkey operation, and we make sure that all permits are pulled, customers are taken care of, as well as educated, because at the end of the day, it's a big job, big deal. A lot of the owners want to be involved, and they're paying the big bucks for it, and they should be. So somebody that takes pride in what they do good work, and they really take care of the customer. Platinum Renovations.
Okay, thanks a lot, Guy. Perfect. Get a couple of steps here, just bear with me. Okay, next up is Susan Ebbs. Go ahead, Susan.
Good morning, one and all. I thought I would talk to you about cleaning your bathroom. I know we all love to do it. Melaleuca took 7 years to develop this product. Come on, in the screen. Safe and Mighty. It smells good. It smells almost like peppermint. There's no chemicals, there's no parabens and all those nasty things in there. What there is thyme oil and acetic acid. And this will help to clean your toilet just like that. The good part about it is all of the ingredients are biodegradable, and you're not going to be polluting the environment like the Japanese are going to be when they let out that nuclear waste that they're going to disperse into the ocean. So Susan Ebbs, melaleuca.com, trying to save the planet by one bottle at a time.
Thank you, Susan. And over to Sam. You're up, Sam.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning, everyone. Sam Sturris, connectedcars.ca. There's my contact information in the chat. Well, I do dash cameras. That's why I'm called Dashcam Sam. Here's a unit I'm going to be installing in a vehicle actually tomorrow. What does a dash camera do? Well, it provides evidence, and in case of an accident, unbiased evidence to prove who's at fault. You don't want to go to court. You don't want to spend all the time and money when it comes to that kind of thing. Just have the evidence available. The dash camera will take care of it. You don't have to push any buttons. It'll just be right there. Also, it's a deterrent to car theft. Many people don't know that, but nobody wants to steal a car with a camera that might be showing their picture right on the internet. So it's another extra thing that a dash camera can do. If you don't have an EV like Dave has, you need a dash camera. So the cars you have don't come with a dash camera. With any paid service, you get a free t-shirt from me. Sam Sturris, connectedcars.ca. Today's mobile electronics without the cost of a new vehicle, and a heck of a lot more.
Thanks a lot, Sam. And Dave, over to you, sir.
Yes, talk about money. I tell you, money, 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 and I always say it's the root of all evil, and evil has come paid us a visit. So, especially the rain we got lately. Wow. Anybody get flooded? Anybody else? We got flooded a bit there, so it's pretty bad. So, anyway, getting back to the infomercial, I'm what you say a fussy eater. I lived in the Maritimes. I grew up right by the ocean. I know what fresh fish is all about. I know how it's supposed to melt in your mouth and not be, you can go to a fish plant and it doesn't smell fishy. It's because it's all fresh fish. Anyway, all of that said, when you move away from that, there's are things that happen along the way that makes that nice fish, bad fish because of time. And it goes through the distribution channels and inventory of businesses and stuff like that. It's very tough to get very fresh products. So in order to solve this problem, I've created a group of people, of customers that just like me would like to have fish melt in your mouth and not smell fishy and all that good, is that we get together and we buy as a group right from the manufacturer, and it comes right to me and right to you. It's the freshest you'll ever get. And for that, it's a great service and people should know about it. So thank you very much. Order for the September long weekend. Deadline is tomorrow to place your order. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Penny Lee, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Penny Lee Provo, co-founder of the Graduate Thrivers Incorporated and known as the Dancing Motivator. I thought today I would talk about weddings because recently I have received referrals for people who are doing weddings down south, and not all areas down south offer legal marriages. So oftentimes the people need to get married here first before they do their celebration in a hot country, you know. So I keep that in mind. If you know people that are looking to get married down south, either in Dominican or Mexico, whatever, I can do a quick make it legal ceremony here in my home studio and or at their location, very cost effective, so that when they go down south, they don't have to worry about any of the legal parts. So would love to have your referrals. And I want to say thank you to Mike Wolowski, who referred somebody to me. So I am doing his niece's wedding on September 8th. So thank you and have a great week.
Thank you, Penny Lee. And Tanya, over to you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Tanya Hewitt from Beyond Safety Compliance. When people start to think about what career they should be in, what kind of influences do they look to? Likely, they talk about what their parents did, what society is saying the skills needed are. Maybe a teacher said, "Oh, wow, you're really good at this." But really, when we get into the workplace, sometimes we will get into things that all of those influences have said we should be doing, but then we realize, well, wait a minute, I'm not really enjoying this as much as I thought I might. We might not have realized what truly gives us joy. And the working genius model helps us discover what we really love to do, as opposed to what we're good at or what external forces say that we need to do. So I have this working genius model. If you're interested, contact me. My name is Tanya Hewitt from Beyond Safety Compliance. How does your work look?
Oh, that's great, Tanya. That sounds fascinating. Good job. Okay, and Jacqueline, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. I know I took a long, deep breath and I lifted my shoulders. I took them back and dropped them down, because when you drive for 13 hours to find a place to celebrate, you will exhale completely. I was fortunate to have the opportunity to help a good friend of mine who bought a beautiful piece of property in PEI. She said, on behalf of my mom, I'd love to build a home for her. So she and I had this great conversation, what she wanted to do. She decided, I want to do it. I'd like to do it now, because who knows when I will do it again, or when I will make the decision. So she decided, she built this beautiful 3-season townhome in PEI. decided to do is ask Jacqueline, will you come and take a look at what you helped me finance? So I brought back water and sand from PI, that's red sand. And what I need to say right now is when you're looking for mortgage strategies for your mortgage money, because you never know when you want to do it again, you need to contact your mortgage honey.
Thank you, Jacqueline. That's great energy. That's having a client like that. I'll talk about more about that.
Yeah.
Okay, and Wendy, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Wendy Chung, real estate broker with Century 21 Synergy and team leader at the Ottawa Housing Condo Group. You know what? To get the best return on your investment, you need to spend money to make money. There's a lot of sellers that don't understand this. The way you live and the way you sell are two different concepts. I have very high standards for my clients because I want them to do the best when they are selling their property. I recently gave myself that advice when I listed my own townhouse in the area of Stittsville. I hired the right people to get the things done. It took several weeks, but it paid off. We hit the market. We conditionally sold the townhouse within 2 days, while other homes are still sitting on the market. So are these sellers getting the right advice from their agents, or are they not? So we have to have these conversations, real conversations, to be able to help you get through these challenging times. Again, Wendy Chung with the Ottawa Housing Condo Group.
Thank you very much, Wendy. Beautiful, good stuff. And I think we got everybody else. Oh, I'm going to play Deirdre's. Deirdre's a new member for the East Group, and she was on out for today, but I will play her video just so you can introduce her again if you haven't seen her already. And this way you could schedule a band with her when you're ready. So here's Deirdre.
And I've been working in the design build industry for the last 19 years. And recently, starting with COVID, went out on my own, and it was the perfect opportunity. COVID made me do it. So I've been not only assisting contractors and developers to create design packages and finished interior spaces for their clients, but also working with clients directly who have approached me for interior design services. Everything from kitchen and bathroom redesign to additions, new home offices, home gyms, full custom build design, or just an interior selection package. So my service is really quite extensive and has been able to benefit the mid-range to high-end homeowner here in Ottawa. So Eastborough Designs is the name of my company, and you can find me on Instagram as well as my website, which I will post all the information in the chat. And that's it for me. Good morning, my name.
Okay, so Tony is. Okay, hi everybody, Tony Jennis from Higher Self. I'm the spirit guy of the group. And I love being in that area because in our health, there is 5 different levels of our health. Of course, everybody is working on our physical, make sure that we're working out okay. And our mental, we have a good, healthy attitude about things. Emotional is just have that emotional intelligence that when somebody says something, you're not always shocked. You have a degree of persona or a degree of character where not everything is a knee-jerk reaction. The spirit part of you is that inner part of you that's where some of the subconscious goes into, and the spirit is who you are and knowing who you are inside. And of course, the energetic is the energy that you exude outward. Lady Diana was always coined to say that, several minutes before I enter a room, people can feel my energy. That's what they were telling me. So she has this exuding energy, then you just feel that person coming in. And when you balance that off, so there has to be a balance to really be happy. And that's what I do. So Tony Jennis from Higher Self, where we're here to raise your spirits. In the opportunity that we have every week, we give one particular member more of an opportunity to talk about their business or in their industry than in just 60 seconds. And Susan has stepped forward to tell us a little bit about a new product and some other things that she wants to let us know about. And so, Susan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was on mute. Forgot to take it off mute. Yeah, I'm super, super excited. I jumped at the bit because there's so many people right now that are suffering, especially after COVID. People are stressed. You know, they have extra joint muscle pain. Maybe their tendons are hurting. I know for me, one of the things I really suffered was inflammation, and mobility was really, really bad. And this last month, I attended an event in Toronto, and the company replaced the joint T with joint control, which was in a pill form, and it works 150 times better than the joint T. And for me personally, I'll play a video because it does such a better job than I could ever do. But what it's done for me is really increase my mobility. So meaning when I get in and out of the car, when I'm doing my gardening, when I'm going for a walk, there's no more grunting and groaning where I used to always go, like coming out of the car, like stiff after an hour drive from Calabogie to Ottawa. That's all gone. And what I really notice is waking up in the morning and going, hey, there's no pain. Like my neck doesn't hurt. My back doesn't hurt. Overall feeling of like I used to feel years ago is coming back, and I'm getting those types of testimonials. So ideally what I'm looking for are people that you know and care about that are suffering needlessly with joint muscle pain, or they go, oh my God, my back hurts or whatever. Get them to reach out to me. I have this video that I'm going to share with you guys today, and it's the same video I'll share with them, right? That's the whole idea. There's no hard sales here. It's just educating people and giving them the opportunity to learn more about what we have to offer. So Tony, if you don't mind, thank you so much for queuing that up for me. Again, it's about 5 minutes in length, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Do you have joint and muscle problems in your hands, your neck, shoulders, knees, hips, or even your lower back? Hey, you're not alone. In fact, 80% of adults over the age of 35 admit to having joint or muscle problems. Joint problems can affect how you type on a computer, play with your kids, or even getting in and out of your car or walking up and down the stairs. As we age, we also start losing the lubrication in our joints, which can lead to a loss of cartilage. All this causes a domino effect, creating joint problems and tightness in our muscles on a daily basis. The reality is that your body is constantly regenerating. It's chewing up old bone with cells called osteoclasts and laying down new bone with cells called osteoblasts. This happens naturally. Out with the old, in with the new. It's your body attempting to regenerate new bone and joint tissue. However, unless your body is getting the right raw nutrients it needs to maintain its structural integrity, you will continue to suffer from joint problems. And they only get worse. Joint and muscle problems can really limit your lifestyle and even make you feel much older than you are. What if you could feel young again? What if you were able to get your life back? The good news is, it is possible, and the answer can be found in the Mediterranean islands. It's a fact. Mediterranean people are living longer and healthier than we are. A recent clinical study conducted by Harvard University of 22,000 patients in the Mediterranean region found that the majority of individuals who were in their 70s and 80s were extremely healthy. The University of Sweden confirmed it. Certain rare plant nutrients in the Mediterranean diet dramatically help reduce joint problems, and included 18 separate research papers showing that certain plants can stimulate and support the body's own stem cell production to effectively battle the aging process. Certain molecules in the plant ingredients found in the Mediterranean diet actively nourish and support stem cell function in the body. These natural plant molecules are rare and expensive to extract, but are very important to achieve proper joint and muscle support. This research is what led to the discovery of a new Mediterranean product called Joint Control. In fact, it is the reason why people see results with Joint Control within 48 hours. Many doctors who have tested it say it's one of the greatest breakthroughs in the fight against the aging process. Joint Control contains over 12 organic plant ingredients. It's gluten-free, dairy-free, and has no caffeine. And you only need to take 1 capsule a day to start feeling the results.
I would lay in bed at night with my hips aching, my knees aching. I had relief with Joint Control. It didn't take me long at all to have no pain at all. I could sleep at night pain-free. I could do things during the day. I didn't have to even worry about being in pain or limiting my activities.
I've been having a little bit of shoulder problems. I separated my right shoulder. I did come across this product by Pure Trim. Been taking it now for a little over 2 weeks. By like the 5th day, I started to notice the pain in my right shoulder kind of like dissipate a little bit. And now that I continue taking it, it's almost gone away completely. Definitely recommend this product.
After about 7 days, I felt my shoulders feeling better.
My knees are feeling great. My shoulders are feeling better. I'm moving around.
And after about 14 or so days, my knees felt so much better that I can get back on the tennis court and the pickleball court and even go out and play a round of golf.
It's because of Pure Trim Joint Control.
A few years ago, joint pain started coming, and I started getting arthritis in my hands and my shoulder right here, and I was in a lot of pain, and it was so frustrating that I was almost ready to just to give up the drums. And then I started taking this, and I kid you not, I pick up my sticks now without pain, and I could play a drum solo without getting frustrated. It was like being back in the 70s for me.
You know, life's too short to live in pain.
It sure is.
Joint Control can change your life and help you feel young again. We want everyone to experience the results of Joint Control because life is short. You deserve to enjoy it. Now is the time to take the 48-hour Joint Control Challenge and see the results for yourself. If you want to see faster results and save money, get started on our Joint Control Starter Pack, which includes a bottle of Joint Control and a bottle of our topical plant stem cell spray called Joint Mist. Joint Mist is a specialized fibroblast formula that consists of 4 different plant stem cells in a unique, highly absorbable topical spray. You simply spray Joint Mist on an area of discomfort, and in 12 minutes or less, you will feel a result. It's time to feel young again. Get back to the person who shared this video with you to start feeling younger with improved flexibility and mobility in just 48 hours. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Tony. Appreciate the last minute support. I really do. So
No
that's
problem.
our new Joint Control. And I know Ann Jean, I got her started on it August 19th. And I messaged her and I said, are you noticing anything yet? And she said, yes, big difference. So that's the kind of feedback that I'm getting already. You start with 2 a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening for 14 days, and then just 1 a day thereafter. But what's going to make this really easy and user-friendly is you don't have to make it up like I was talking to Penny on a BAM. You know, you don't have to sit there and stir it and hope all the ingredients mix in. You just open it up, take a pill, and you're good to go for the day. And we're all hearing about plant stem cells here today on the phone, on the Zoom call, but it's really a technology that's not well known out there. But what's super cool is you guys will know all about it when it becomes a big thing in 5 years, 7 years. It seems like the president and CEO is always about 5 years ahead of everyone else when it comes to health, because of his research and development. That being said, I know I got Guy started. I'm putting him on the spot though. You got a bottle for you and Sylvie. Did you not?
Yeah.
Have you both
Well, there was the one bottle. So you don't take 4 a day? Huh.
No, just 1 in the morning.
All right, because this thing worked in like 20 minutes. It was awesome. It was crazy.
Right on. That's funny. Yeah. I mean, if you're getting a lot of contracts.
Yeah. Because I was climbing the walls on the other side of the building. It was amazing. No, you know what? All seriousness, I do a lot of weights and whatnot, right? So my fingers at 50, they start to hurt, right? The joints and stuff. So they feel good. I gotta be honest. My knuckles. I mean, it's gonna be evident signs of arthritis as time goes on. I've been working with my hands for like 25 years, right? So anything that can help to alleviate some of that without having to take Tylenol and all that stuff. I'm all for it. So no, it's working really good. So I appreciate the connecting with that. Yeah. Now, does that help because it rebuilds sort of the bones and whatnot? Does it work with sort of like an osteoporosis situation as well, or no?
Yeah, I believe so. It just depends on the individual how far along it's gone, but it does rebuild your natural synovial fluids in between the joints, and it helps with inflammation, which is a lot to do with arthritis. Hey, that's what I suffered with. That's why I had to get a right hip. But I'm hoping through Shane, I don't have to get a left one. He was the one who diagnosed me with the right hip needing to be replaced. He's our chiropractor of the team.
Yeah.
I just went in there to just say, hey, Shane, fix me up. I can't tie up my right shoe. And then he got an x-ray and I had needed a new hip. I didn't even know. So my goal is with this, with the inflammation and the arthritis, is to take this consistently. I'm going to continue on 2 a day. The idea is to keep that synovial fluid regenerating itself on its own so I don't have to get that left hip done.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a 30 pill bottle supply, right? So are they ever, going to come up like with a larger bottle supply so you can take the 2 a day?
Well, I'll just need to take 2 bottles, but for most people, just need 1 a day. Do you know what I mean? But if you're a family, yeah. But there's a lot of people, Guy, that I register with a membership like Costco, and it helps you get a discount. You don't have to avidly run around and promote the product, but I can save you up to 35% on the products. And I do that a lot with my team and customers. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Susan, thank you you have another question there, Wendy, a short one?
Yeah. Susan, was this the video that you sent me by email? Was that the same? Because you sent me a video, but I couldn't open it. But I would like you to send me this video. I wanted to share it with my mother-in-law, who's recently suffering from osteoporosis. She was doubled over and she couldn't stand up for a few days, and it took a while for her to get diagnosed, but it looks like it might be osteoporosis and a sciatica situation. I don't know how severe it is, but it would be nice to sort of help her in a more natural way rather than have her get loaded up with pharmaceuticals and prescription drugs.
Yeah, sure. I'll get that to you right away.
Thank you.
Okay, I have a quick question too. I just wanted to know, Susan, sometimes we can use products for ourselves on our dogs and pets. So do you know if because I used to have a product that I gave my dog that had hip issues. She couldn't walk very well towards the end. And I used the product that I was taking and I gave it to her, and she was able to move better for the last part of her life. So I'm just curious because joint problems in pets is a big thing.
Yeah, good point. I buy specially formulated ones online through Amazon with 5,000 5-star ratings, right? It's this medication for arthritis and vitamin supplements. But the good news with Pure Trim is we are in the compendium, the blue book that doctors and pharmacists reference. So your veterinarian would know and be able to look this up and be able to say, oh my God, yes, you can put this on your dog, or say, no, there's an ingredient in there that I don't think, because they have a different digestive system than we do, completely different. So I would be leery. Like I use the Pure Garden serum on my dog for breakouts and stuff like that. They love it. But yeah, just check with your vet and see if it is safe, because I'm not a doctor, right? I just share the product.
Yeah, I was just curious to see if anybody had heard anything. Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Great question. I would definitely bring it up with your vet, and it might be something I do too, because I'd much rather give my dog this than the supplement I'm giving her right now. Yeah.
Yeah, and you could wrap it in Dave's doggy treats, whatever the pill is. It'll go down quick.
Absolutely, a big strap of steak. Oh yeah, my dog loves Dave's food.
Thank you very much, Susan. That was great that you stepped up that rate. And I posted the link for that video in the chat. So if you wanted to take that down, that'll be great. for the if you wanted to also do a note on either whether you want to post your e-card or whatever, I've got the links on all the live streams on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you could put a comment on there and just to see how it goes. So far, our exposures has gone up about 25% over the last month, and we're on holiday. Now, that surprised me because I didn't. Everybody's thinking everybody's gone, but there's still people at the cottage. There's still people that are still watching us in their moments that they're just want something to do. So that's great. It's a real honor to do that. I guess we're entertaining enough to watch anyway. So that's great. All right. So just to give a quick synopsis of how we're doing, our stats look pretty good. 326 referrals to date. Oh, before we go on, for next week, Sam, any idea who is presenting? Who do you have?
I was planning on asking Deirdre if she wanted to
oh,
go
Deirdre.
ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, either that or Q.
That sounds great. That sounds great. Okay. And the week after? Now, the week after might be Labor Day, which there's no meeting that week. And so it'll be the week.
Won't be till September the 13th. And I was thinking about maybe Tanya if she wanted to go on the September 13th.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I see a shake there. Okay. Perfect. Thank you, Sam, for keeping track of that. Really appreciate that. Overall, we're referral wise for this year since January, 326 referrals have been passed among ourselves with 337 BAMs. Our BAM, of course, for the viewers, is when two people meet. It's a business activity meeting, and it's just getting together just to socialize, just to get caught up with our business, our families, and it's a way of strengthening a relationship to become more of a friend, more strong relationships that way, because people will be much more comfortable giving a referral to a friend than just someone that they know. And we have, and it's only 11 on that. So just again, just to reiterate this, I know the repetition is king here, is that if you want sales to go up, start doing BAMs with the people within your group, and then start moving. Once you got everybody there, go to our other groups, our Thursday and then our Monday group. That's great marketing. I mean, even I've seen two realtors get together and they share different things, and so it's all good. There's no competition that way in a BAM. The e-cards, and we're starting to keep control of that, or starting to look and monitoring those, because it is a way for us to measure how we're connecting to other people. Right now, we're at 8,700 hits. I call it a hit. When somebody clicks your link on your email list, or on your Instagram or Facebook post, anything like that, at the very bottom, make it a habit to put your e-card on there. I have mine on everything I do. I'm a pretty heavy user. I've got over 1,200 hits. Not that I'm bragging. It's just that when you start using it, the people that already have your contact information don't click your link. And people have told me that, oh, I already got your link, your contact info on my phone. I don't need it again. So these 1,200 are new people. And so what that means as a group is that you're going out there, and it's not right away that they might use your services. It might be 6 months or a year. They're waiting for things to align in their life so they can start to say, I can't wait to do business with Dave, or I can't wait to dance with Penny Lee, or I want to know more about what Tanya's doing, and so on. And this way, that when the time is right, that's when they'll connect you. I've already had two people over the last couple of months that saw me 2 years ago when I posted an e-card, and they just kept it for the last 2 years, and now they're clients. So it's very powerful. So make sure you put that link or a QR, just like I have in my background, on everything. If you have T-shirts, backgrounds, or whatever, anything like that would be great. The business so far that we've been sharing among ourselves is 196,000 in that. So this way we can measure the amount of business that we are transferring among ourselves. Okay, so if you have done business and you haven't sent me your figures, just let me know how much that you've spent, and then we'll just add it to the total. We don't keep any of that information because it is confidential, but we use it as a way to measure because that 196 adds to the 4.4 million that we've been keeping track since we started 7.5 years ago. Wow, when you say it that way, it just seems like a long time, but it's gone fast, hasn't it? So it's all good. Let's do a quick calendar view just to see how we're doing here. And all right, so today we have our East group. That's where we are now. Moving to Heal with Penny Lee at 12 o'clock. Very, very great. If you want to try this out, I'm sure Penny Lee would be happy to have you come in so you can see what it's like. You've got to do something with movement. Moving is everything. If you don't want to do this class, you got to do something. So this is a great online option that I think is really great. Tomorrow we have our South End meetings, and for that, the same time, same channel. Penny Lee is also doing the Move to Heal at 10 o'clock. I do my Friday at 1:30 meditation class as per usual. And I believe on Sunday, if I'm got this, Jacqueline, she's doing her chair yoga. Did you want to talk a little bit about this real quick, Jacqueline? I don't know if you can hear me there. Anyway, every Sunday, Jacqueline does this class, and it's a chair yoga, and I've seen some on video, and they're really effective. Even younger people are starting to use it because there are certain things you can do in a chair that it's a low impact, but over a long period, it does create results.
Very much so, and you continue to build muscle. You think you're not, but you are, and you are, because you allow yourself to move. As Penny Lee would always say, you just need to move.
Move. I love it. It's a great theme. Just move. Every Monday, Dave does his BAM barbecue. Really strongly advise you to do that. If Monday at lunch you want to get a hold of Dave, he'd cook up something nice for you, and it's always a great conversation. I just love talking with Dave. He's just got a wealth of information about his product and about his industry and many other things. We can talk all day sometimes. Yoga in Manotick. I know Bernie had posted this, and I believe that is also from Jacqueline, right?
Yeah. So I'm teaching Hatha Yoga in Manotick, and it's also the woman who owns this operation. She is a finalist for the Women's Business Network. And she was kind enough to say, you know what? I like what you do, Jacqueline. Would you mind teaching yoga here? Of course. It's all about support.
Nice. Great. Thank you very, very much there, Jacqueline. Awesome. And again, moving to Hill, of course, in that day, we have a beach day for, I believe this is Riviera, if I'm not mistaken. It's at the Westwood Riviera. It's an event that Terry Black is doing. And all the information is there. If you wanted RSVP from 2 to 4 on that day, that would be great in that. And we have also now, just as we already talked about, on September the 4th is Labor Day, where the kids go back to school, and there's no meeting for that week. All right, so just gives you a break there just to get the kids. And just watch your driving, because sometimes they're so excited they just dart out onto the streets and so on. So just be careful there. After hours group on the first Tuesday of every month. This is a goal setting mastermind group. It's not so much a networking event, but more goal setting. We talk about your business and how to attain your goals. So if you want to drop in every so often, we'd love to have you. All right, there's one more event that's coming up. I want you to put it on your calendar, which is a mix and mingle that we usually have every month. And in this month, because it's so close to a full moon, it's going to be at the Riviera in Barrhaven. That's the one on Berrigan Drive. Okay, and it is going to be in the evening from 6:30 to 8:30. So mark that on your calendar. We'd love to have you. And the last one we had, I think there was quite a few people there. Almost 15 people, 20 people. So that was really great to go to the Pictures Plus with the IMA. So great support there. So that's our next event. I think it is so important for us to humanly just get together in that way. And just a note for Beyond Safety Compliance with Tanya. Tanya, want to talk quickly about this, just to give people a heads up?
Sure. So these webinars have been running for some time. What we do is we talk about a lot of topics that don't get a lot of attention at work. And this upcoming webinar is on communication. It's a paired webinar with somebody in my network and myself. And you go into breakout groups, you meet new people, and we have a discussion afterwards about what we've learned. So I hope to see you.
Great. By the way, Tanya, I like your new logo. That's well done. That's nice. Looks great there. Okay. And so let's talk a little bit about I-haves. If you've done a BAM with somebody, you've done business with somebody, let us know. We're going to mark it all down and get those stats going again. If you've had overwhelming service with somebody, we also want to know that too. So, Guy, let's start with you, if it's okay. How was your week go this week?
No, week was good. I haven't BAMmed anybody this week, or looking at doing that next week. Trying to link up with Alex to get not next week, the week after. Sorry, next week is full. But within the next not next week, the week after next, I want to be able to get into BAMming there. Want to meet up with Jacqueline as well to learn more about what she does, and picked up my lawn signs from EMA. But did that, printed about 5 of them. They're 18 by 24. They look good. They look good. So advertising with those will be going on a golf, a charity golf tournament that's going on there this week, actually. So it'll be on the second hole. So if anybody just as good as I am, when they tee off and they hit it, they'll probably hit my sign. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're good.
Okay, I think it's a great idea for you to do a BAM with Jacqueline. Yeah, because you guys have very similar working thing. It's on the opposite end, but then she could help with the financing and stuff. So just a thought. And Susan Ebbs, how was your week?
There it goes.
Yep, there we go.
Very good week. Excellent talk, Susan. I just saw statistics this morning on the number of people that are going to have joint problems by the year 2050, and it's in the billions. So an excellent product. So let's see, we've got ongoing business with Wendy and Penny Lee, and I'm still using Tony's tree meditation. Just love that. Thank you, Tony. I'm supposed to be meeting with Dwight today or tomorrow. Who else? Alex, I have to get him some product. And Joyce, I'm going to give her some product tomorrow on my way to Carlton Place. And that is it.
Okay. Thank you, Susan. Dave. How was your week, sir?
Good. I played squash with Sam, Monday? Yeah, we're still where we're at. Huh?
It's so great that you guys are playing like that. That's awesome. I love it. Good job.
I just wanted to report on the job that Alex's crew did to our house. I think we installed about 15 pot lights, 15 pot lights at a cost of $2,400. It was very cheap. I highly recommend they were here to finish a job in the basement, and that's when we got the storm, and we're getting water coming into the and he finished his job in his socks full of water. Says, you shouldn't be doing electricity here.
No, I'm just kidding. That's dedication for you.
It's dedication. So I gave him a new pair of socks there for to go home. It's terrible to go with my feet. So anyway, I was very, very, very pleased. Susan, the testimonial to that spray that I use on my shoulder, So if you got a pill like that information, probably order that too. Maybe you'll cure my shoulder. So it's always been. Imagine if I had a good shoulder there, Sam.
Yeah, you're whipping.
How good a squash player I'd be.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Thanks a lot, Dave. Yeah, we just have to move along. I just want to try and finish on time. But thanks a lot, Dave. Awesome. Penny Lee, how was your week?
So far, so good. I did a BAM with Susan the other day on Friday. Thank you, Susan, for that. It kind of gave me some ideas on how I could incorporate, offering my students some of the Pure Trim products as well. So thank you for that. That's why I've got a buddy on board to do accountability with me and see the difference that it makes. So it's not just me. And I also have ongoing business with Sheldon Carrasco, Susan Ebbs. Ema's going to fix my sign finally so I can get it up. And I think that's about it for the moment. Thank you very much. Have a great week. Thanks, Susan, again for your presentation. It's always good to have reminders of things we can do to help improve our well-being.
Thank you, Penny Lee. And Tanya, how was your week?
Pretty good, Tony. I just want to make one. I'm really sorry. I kind of blindly said, sure, I can do September 13th, but I actually can't.
Oh,
so I apologize for that. I have some ongoing business with Steve Brennickmeyer, and I met with Ishmael yesterday, and hopefully I'll be able to get some things going with him as well. And I have some BAMs to schedule, and have a great week, everybody.
Okay. Thanks, Tanya. Jacqueline, how was your week?
Thank you. It was great. And Susan, thank you for that information. I know we forget how our joints are an absolute requirement to be in good shape. So thank you for that information. My week was fantastic. A lot of traveling. Great vision as I'm driving. We've got a beautiful country. And why wouldn't we want to be a tourist here? So thank you very much, Dave, because I'm looking forward to my pile of salmon and looking forward to my business activity meetings. Thank you, Wendy. We'll get that done. Thank you, Guy. We'll find a time and have a fantastic kind of week.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Wendy, how was your week?
Oh, it was great. So far, so good. I mean, I can't even believe it's Wednesday. The time is just moving so quickly.
Yeah.
So I have ongoing business with Susan, of course. And next week, actually, I won't be on the call. Craig and I are going to take off for 2 days to Montreal. We're going to play some Montreal golf courses, some beautiful old courses. And we're going to try to connect with a past client who moved from Ottawa to Montreal to open up a restaurant. So we're hoping to be able to reconnect with him, dine at his restaurant, and just check in with him and see how things are going. Other than that, tomorrow we have a big golf tournament that we have a sponsored hole at, and hopefully the weather will be good tomorrow, and it should be a really, really good turnout. So have a great week, everyone.
Thank you, Wendy. Awesome. And Susan McGarry.
Yeah, thanks, Tony. Ongoing business with, well, first of all, Susan's presentation was awesome. You know, her videos are just far none the greatest out there in the industry. Just kidding. I better be quick here. Ongoing business with Tony, Matthew, Guy, and Penny indirectly. She's under someone else who's a dear friend of mine, Julie Daou, who I absolutely adore. And that's why I was sharing with Penny on our BAM that, you know, we're not in competition here. If you're doing a NIA class and you see someone suffering and this works, listen, like, get them on it. You know, God will bless me. I'm not worried about, I don't, like Tony said earlier, I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated by helping people. And of course, I have had a BAM with Penny and I had a BAM with Terry Black, and I'm looking forward to doing a BAM with Deidre just to find out more what she does. Like, does she actually do the blueprints, like the, you know, the layouts?
Yes.
Of homes and things
Yes,
like
she does.
that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
She's incredibly extensive.
Yeah.
There's a list of about almost 70 things in her bio on the Phoenix website on description. I just copied it all. So yeah, it's everything. Yeah, backyard design, the blueprints. She'll even do the thing for the zoning blueprints for to get a permit. All that stuff.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how to do the outside of my house. So I think she would be perfect for designing that. Right on. Okay. And it's a great way to welcome new members, I think, too, to do BAMs with them.
Perfect, Susan. Thank you. And Sam, how was your week, sir?
Good, thank you, Tony. First of all, Susan McGarry, thank you very much for doing your presentation today, last minute and all that. Obviously professional. That's why you have those videos. Great job. Things going on. Well, I bought some product from Susan Ebbs a couple of weeks ago, and I ordered some cleaning product. Hopefully it'll be coming in soon so I can try it out. Let's see here. Oh, I can't forget Guy. Guy, we had a BAM a couple of weeks ago, and he referred me to a friend of his. And lo and behold, I'll be installing a dash camera in that vehicle tomorrow and a kill switch. I'm not sure if that vehicle had been stolen or he had problems like that, but he was anxious to get that kill switch in that vehicle. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. And last but not least, I'll still advertise for Alex his pamphlets when I do my receipts for customers. That's it.
Thank you, Sam. Good job. Okay. And yeah, great presentation, Susan. I like that. I just finished the joint tea, the old one in the tea. So I'll probably grab a bottle. We're going to be meeting in the next week or so. We were talking about back and forth. I'm not sure about the Friday, but I think it's good that we can meet sometime, and then I can pick up another version of that joint control, the new one. I want to try that. Okay, so put that in. And I had a BAM with Deidre, our new interior designer. And also sent her a referral. I have a client that wanted to get some information on it, and I think they're chatting. So we'll see where that goes. Jacqueline, I'd like to request a BAM with you. I'm working on a client that wants to get a home, but I just need to know some of the requirements, and I know you're with a new brokerage and stuff, so we will see if we can talk. I want to see what I can tell this person to steer you in that direction, because he says he has a mortgage person. So I'm just looking for different ways of sort of how I can suggest with you. So anyway, we'll have a chat. And got another request for a travel agent. Somebody wanted to do something really in lot of details, and we don't have a travel agent in our group. So if you know somebody, have them come in and just as a visitor and see what we like. I know Wendy had somebody that was able to, I think, wanted to come in once, and yeah, it would have been amazing to maybe see this person again. So just a thought, okay? So thanks a lot, everybody, and that concludes our meeting for today. And as Zig Ziglar used to say, is that you can get anything in life you want as long as you have enough other people to get what they want. And so